let's do. Everyone do a countdown in the chat. Hang on. Let's.
Too late.
Live, by the way.
He's already pressed the button.
It's already live now.
Yeah, it says so.
There's the live chat.
On time.
Hello. For the first time ever in 300 episodes, we are live and on time. You're listening to Let's Drone Out. Tonight, you're joined by, for the 300th time, my little Tony.
Bonjour.
Glad to have you here, Carrie Kitten.
Hello.
Everyone's favourite. The great, the fantastic Painless 360.
Hello, good evening.
The wonderful, beautiful Blue Owl.
Hi, good evening.
Big, beardy, weirdy, and in charge, Andrew / Frank.
In charge is a strong word, but yes, hello, thank you.
The person who saved us from, what was it?
Base flight.
No, yeah, well. Base flight. And Robocop, Mr. Dominic Clifton.
Hi.
Menace to the RC world.
Hello, everyone.
That's Greg from Menace. And released 3.0 INAV.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Is it
Not yet.
Well, almost.
Really?
It needs to have SP Racing 8 750 target added before they can do 3.0, surely.
Dominic, you can always assist. You can always
Yeah, I
assist.
was actually looking yesterday about, have they added it? Have they added it? No.
Oh my god.
Sort that
Auto
out.
level. That is what I'm looking forward to.
Is there what yet? Sorry, what?
Auto level.
Auto level. I don't know.
Yeah,
Hey,
INAV 3.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the auto trim function for the servo?
No. Auto level. It automatically trims your pitch when you fly in angle, so you do not have to set the trims on the board alignment. It's one of the new things in INAV. Some people say it's awesome. I'm like, okay, yeah, it does something.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
My mate tried it last week, actually, and he was mega impressed. He was singing its praises at the field today, actually, about how good it was. So, how many nasties have turned up, Pavel? In terms of the release candidate?
No, absolutely zero nasties. We are getting better at this whole process. So no, the plan is that I'm building the release candidate over the weekend. And the 3.0 should go live on the 12th, 13th of June, 2 weeks later.
Fab, because that's oh my, this bloody camera's the way around again, isn't it? That's what's going on there, brother. That's 3.0. If the target is there.
Is it this way? Is it that way?
Yeah, we had this whole thing. I was on last week, Dominic, and my camera normally does it mirror image, so I'm so used to that. But the way this works, it's not that way. So 4 or 5 years of recording to this camera completely the wrong way around. And just at the end of this, I'll have it the right way around, and then everything I'll do for the next 2 days, I'll be pointing in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Wow.
So Pavel, are you the primary maintainer of INAV these days? Then what's happened to Konstantin? Is he still doing stuff on it?
I'm not a maintainer. I do not have the status of the maintainer. Konstantin is still the maintainer. I'm just a bloke that has nothing better to do apparently, and just like I will code something. But no, truth to be told, I'm recently acting as a maintainer. But yeah, come on, guys. Who was in the open source business? I know Dominic was hard to tell. Anybody else? No, this is just a hobby. So people come, people go. Sometimes people want to do something, sometimes don't. I remember that I skipped at least a few releases of INAV. I said, okay, this time I'm not doing anything. Let other worry about stuff. And apparently, this is what is happening for the Konstantin right now.
Fantastic. We have a lot to thank Dominic for, because he, without him, we wouldn't have had things like some of the INAV branches and stuff. So, Dom, thanks for cleaning up the code, brother. You're the reason we're all flying base flight and things like INAV now. So it's all your fault.
No, it's Time Cop's fault.
Thanks.
Oh, it's Alex's
thanks,
fault.
Yes, but we sent Dominic in as a sacrificial lamb to go to war with Time Cop.
I know.
Sacrificial.
I think I'd prefer to say you took one for the team. I think I'd put it like that.
I don't know. I've taken many.
I've never seen anyone hated so much before in GitHub.
Thank you very much.
Well, yeah. Also, there is a second close-running contender. Quick flash from MU Flight. I think he's up there.
Kevin is awesome. Kevin is amazing. Kevin is a super guy. Really, he's the man that has.
Not if you talk to the Beta Flight devs, he's not. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not
happy 300 guys.
Yes,
happy 300.
Hey.
Right.
No,
Congratulations.
Kevin is super smart guy. You know that he won this prize for this thingy flying thingy for $25,000 that was running since the late 2020.
What's it called, that project again? I forgot.
Linchpin or something like that. Linchpin, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He did it, and turned out that there were like at least few contenders, and apparently his design was the best. So yeah, he's really a super smart guy, and apparently he's still like, I will change something. So he's changing something, and thanks to that, everything is getting better and better.
Yes, indeed.
So I've got a question. When did Let's Drone Out actually officially start? When was episode 1?
I can tell you that. Hang on. I don't
Was
know.
it on
Actually,
George,
Frank,
you've done some
Roughly
homework.
6 years ago, less than 6 years ago. I can tell you that just look.
Work that one out.
52 weeks, like 306 years.
Must have been late August. Well, it was late August 2015 that you recorded it, right? And then I think it probably took a little while to then actually get released. Put out.
Yes, I think so. It was our first episode went up on
It's nice that you had all this data pinned down ready just in case someone asks that question.
It just says uploaded 5 years ago. So you tell me. I think Frank's
There's
got
a spreadsheet
it on.
that'll tell you, but I don't.
But unfortunately,
the spreadsheet.
Frank's in the field right now, so
He's in a bird hide, actually. And there's
bit,
stuff
yeah.
down behind
No
him.
hairbrushes there. That's the only thing we've been able to establish.
what
No.
I think he's rehearsing for a part in the new Seven Brides for Seven Brothers movie, because he just looks the part there, doesn't he? He could be one of those kids. He just needs a woman in gingham to walk behind him singing, and we're there. It'd be amazing. All right, how about an easier question then? Why did you start the podcast? What on earth possessed you guys?
That's the question I wanted to ask you. Exactly, that's the question I wanted to ask.
I've posted the link in the chat. I can send it to Frank if he's got any way of playing it. But there's a guy on. There's the Legacy episode. I posted it in Voice of Doom. I went on the Thursday night show, which is it was on the BBC at the beginning of lockdown. They were having lockdown dance parties on a Thursday and Friday night. So it's a collection of DJs all across the UK and America, the world basically, and they stream on a Thursday night called Thursday Night Show, and just a group of amateur DJs, and Dom invited me on. He got into drones. I showed up at International Drone Day, met him, and he invited me on for a show. And he said, "I would really like a drone podcast. Would you do a drone show?" And then we all kind of got together. Me, Tony, Jay, buddy of mine called Nico. Who else was with us?
That was it.
Tone, was that
Was
it?
Adam there? Was Adam Juniper with you?
Yeah, Adam Juniper. Yeah, came along for a while. He was one of the.
Was he?
Yeah, he was one of the writers for the Drone magazine, and yeah, that's basically how he started. I posted a link of like the first episode where I started chatting to him, and I showed up, and he was like, bring some music. So I brought some music that was popular on the popular videos. So like Metal Danny, he had some metal, a couple of Boris B tracks that he used, and that's what I ended up playing. And we streamed, took a couple of shots from still shots from our flights and stuff, and uploaded them. Got like a canvas, and that's how it started.
Yes, and now 6 years later, it still continues, and it's so amazing.
I know, yeah. Me
it's a long time. That's pretty good, that is.
Little manservant. I mean, there was some real dark days where it was just me and Tony for a while. That was.
There's a few other FPV sort of related podcasts that have been and gone, isn't there? FPV Life was quite good, and I don't know what's happened to those guys now, but they're not doing it anymore, are they?
Yeah.
I think we can all attest that the thing is that putting together a good FPV drone podcast takes a lot of effort, and our secret to success is not putting in any effort.
That's why our podcast is not a good one. It's just surviving.
Yeah,
just get around, lower your expectations, and then everybody just clicks.
I know.
Well, we did always want it as just a group of guys and girls like sitting in a pub chatting. That was how we wanted the podcast to come across. So
I think you certainly achieved that.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Just a way of like catching up and being like, "You've been out flying? What's happening? What you've been working on?"
I went flying the other day. Actually, it was quite nice. Because with the hospital thing, I've not really been doing much, but I figured, it's not very strenuous sitting outside, standing outside and flying. So, yeah, go on then. It was a nice day, and I had a good reason to. So, yeah, I did about 11 packs or so the other day. It was pretty nice.
The last time I saw you fly, you were flipping a TBS Discovery.
TBS Disco, probably.
Yeah, that was the last video I ever saw. He was like acroing.
Yeah, they're well good for acro. Discos are. That's what everybody expects.
Yes. Well known for their rigid.
The Spanish
oh yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's a lot easier these days, isn't it, Dom, than it used to be. I do, on-board, on-screen displays. Honestly, some pilots don't know they're born these days.
I know, isn't it?
Kids today, isn't it? Bloody hell.
Kids today, honestly. In our day, half a lump of freezing cold clean flight, and we were happy.
I know.
Whatever. So, serious question, Dom. The whole clean flight thing? Did that ever? Has that kind of stopped as a project? Because I know for a while you were kind of tinkering away in the background and doing support for your latest boards.
The problem is basically a time thing, really, to be honest. I don't have too much time, and the developers are elsewhere these days. So
right.
There's been lots of people contact me about not wanting to do stuff for Betaflight anymore and wanting me to bring CleanFlight back. But there's various different reasons, sort of like why that hasn't happened. Mainly, it's like it takes a lot of time to be a maintainer, and with the amount of users that there are, it can be quite stressful as well, maintaining a project. And to be honest, these days I'd rather be creating stuff and coding stuff than maintaining a project. So if there was someone else that wanted to pick it up and run with it, and then I could contribute to it, that would be fine. But I don't want to
just depends on your attitude towards everyone. Okay, no, we will not do it. Closed.
Yeah. There can be a lot of that. Or whether, I mean, one of the problems with the early days, the code wasn't up to the quality standard that I wanted. And explaining to someone why it's not up to the quality standard that I want is very time consuming because they don't understand some of the principles behind sort of software development and software engineering. So you end up being a teacher as well as being a maintainer, and there's twice as much effort to do it. So
the teacher and the boring grown-up that has to explain why you can't just ride roughshod over the code.
Yeah, exactly. So it is very time consuming. So you've got to really want to do it. And I've done it already before, so I'll let someone else do it for now. So it's fine.
So Clean Flight at the moment then is kind of kaput for now.
Yeah.
There's a live project.
Yeah, pretty much. But all its code lives on, so that's what counts. I mean, it's a total total success because the idea behind the project was to get other developers to contribute without treading on each other's toes all the time by decoupling all the code and separating it up and cleaning it up. And that happened basically, and it's been a roaring success. Like when you create a pull request these days, you very rarely run into merge conflicts when you try and merge stuff back in. It's really good in that regard. So
yeah, I don't think people understand how much effort it took to turn.
There was a lot.
I don't want to use the words hot mess, but I'm going to. That was the base flight code, which actually worked, but was so based in the Arduino stuff that it came from that you essentially had to kind of put that through a meat grinder and turn it into modern maintainable code. And it just but it still worked in exactly the same way as it did before. Yeah. So for the end user, there was absolutely no benefit. Yeah, what you spent 6 months on?
How much of the multi-we actually survived in
there's still a lot in there.
Derivatives. It's like you just go somewhere and think about but why? Let me check the multi-we. Maybe multi-we knows something about this strange thing. Oh yeah, it's because of the multi-we did it like 10 years ago.
The one thing that really annoys me at the moment in the code is I keep seeing it all the time as well. It was on like Joshua Bardwell's live stream the other day. There's this thing called box, like pin.io box. It's like box. What box? Why is it called box?
Nobody knows.
I know exactly why. Do you want to know why?
Come on.
I would do
so
it.
The original multi-we GUI had a series of boxes on the right-hand side, and there were 3 boxes for low, medium, and high for where your switch position was to where you wanted the feature to be activated. So the code was called box. So they named the thing after the visual representation of how it was displayed to the users. No, that's not how you name things. No. If you're writing GUI code, maybe, but no. So that's why it's called box. So pin.io box should really be called pin.io modes or something like that. But it shouldn't be called box. And it's called box arm. Like, you look at it, box arm. What? Arming what in a box? Where's the box? Where's the box? God damn it! Now.
Okay, then for the next release of INF, I'm refactoring this kind of crap. I'm renaming all the
but then you're going to run into merge conflicts every time you pull something from somewhere else. Oh, dear. You've got to get everyone to rename it for the same release.
No, you know what?
And then your life will be easier.
No, this is not really the situation right now. The codes of INAF and the beta and the emu flight are really so diverged that if you want to have something new, you just have to more or less copy paste and change everything, because the good old days when you could just cherry pick a commit from one project to another are long way gone.
Long gone.
Yeah.
Long gone.
Talking of open source
except for the driver's code, though. Except for the driver's code.
Okay, yeah, drivers are okay. Okay, drivers you can copy paste without changing much, but still everything about the drivers, no, not really.
We're talking of open source projects and sort of forking and rebasing and all that kind of stuff. There's a couple of comments in the chat about EdgeTX kind of forking off from OpenTX. Have either of you been following that?
Oh, Mr.
I did my first PR to EdgeTX last week.
Good man.
Mr. Cleanflight, didn't you fix the problem with the what was it? The QX7 inverter, yeah.
Yeah, it was really hilarious that no one else has thought of this. I'm like, why am I the only person that's thought of this? I thought it was quite funny. Yeah, so I've been doing a bunch of testing with Express LRS on my new flight controller, and I got the Ghost module, plugged it in, flashed Express LRS to it, went into the Express LRS loo, and it just sits there going connecting. I'm like, what have I done wrong? It's like, have I flashed the right thing? Yes. Have I flashed? Is everything correct? Everything was perfect. I'm like, I've not done anything wrong, but it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? So, all right, then let's get the oscilloscope out, which pins the S-bus port, and then I'm looking at this thing. I'm looking at the edges, and on a scope, the signals are basically supposed to go for a digital signal. They're supposed to go along, up, like really quickly, and then across, and then down really quickly with nice sharp transitions. On the FR Sky signal, it goes, what?
Is that leading?
Yeah. So the leading edge transition is terrible. So what some people have done with the Crossfire guys, the TBS guys, they suggested to people who have got these transmitters with this problem, which includes the Jumper one because they based it on the same schematic as the FR Sky stuff, the X9D and the QX7, and probably some other ones as well. I think the Horus probably too. They all have this problem, and their solution was to replace the inverter, but I don't know why they didn't tinker about with the software a little bit more, because I came up with a solution that changes the sampling mode. So it basically just samples it a bit later after the leading edge transitions have already passed in time. And then you read it like at a later point in time instead of an earlier point in time. And then that fixes the problem. So even with someone who's done the TBS suggestion of replacing the inverter, you still get errors, except that OpenTX doesn't actually show you any errors that are occurring between the TX module and the transmitter. So they're just completely hidden from the user. So even if you've done it, you might still be getting some packet loss between the two, which is quite entertaining as well.
So, yep,
yeah,
you fixed exactly
what
problem.
I thought.
Sorry, that was a bit long, wasn't it? Sorry.
It's all right. It's all good. Hang on, let's have a look.
So yeah, so they merged it. They merged it the same day I submitted to the request, and that's what every developer likes. Nice fast turnaround on your submissions.
I'm looking for the pull request for that.
I can paste it in the chat. Paste it.
Because I see only add one bit mode to hardware menu.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, and the name is only slightly misleading.
Yeah, I'll paste it in the chat. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
yeah,
getting
there's some screenshots of the problem with the edge transitions on that PR as well, so people can see the problem, which can help explain it a little bit better. Yeah.
So Dom, what were you flying then? If you were out, actually, you managed to get to the field. What are you flying these days?
I was flying this.
Oh, okay.
Which is all very Flight One-tastic. It's got Flight One motors. It's a Flight One frame, and it used to have a Flight One flight controller in it, but I took it out and put my new one in it instead.
Flight One is making motors now.
Yeah, they've had motors and frames forever. Look, it says on the side of it. Look, Flight One.
Flight One. Okay.
Yeah.
Preston is happy right now.
No, he's really, really not, because of the stupid electronic shortages that's plaguing our industry. Much like many other people making and building flight controllers and other things these days, it's all a mess.
Yeah, it's both simple and not that simple as people really think it is.
Yeah. So, Greg, how are you getting affected by these products and material shortages out of China, or are you guys okay?
We're okay.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Next question.
What? How are you okay? No one else is. That's what I want to know.
He's the guy that's buying it all up.
Yeah.
We've been hoarding quite a lot of it. No, we make antennas. That's our core product. They don't have any silicon or chips or anything on them.
Yeah, you'll be all right then.
So we're okay. It's a discrete component.
But saying there's no coax shortage yet.
Not yet.
Sorry, say again.
Quick, everybody make antennas, quick.
Well, I've noticed that XT60s have started to be shipped with just tin contacts rather than gold plated because the price of gold is so high at the moment. Lots of people like Amass and others are bringing out non-gold plated versions. I mean, are things like that? Are you bumping into stuff like that as well, Greg, or are you still managing with all the connectors you get?
No, we're doing very well because we do carry quite a lot of stock of connectors, SMAs, RPSMAs, all the range, but we haven't yet experienced any supply issues on that. So yeah,
good. Long may that continue, mate. Because I'm nearly out of. I'm going to have to order some more AeroPods because I've used another one on that thing behind. Yes, I got the right hand on that thing behind me. So I've only got one left. I need to order some more. It's just honestly, it's just a random point at the moment, Dom. I just literally over my shoulder.
Just do this every time and then stop in the right place. We're there.
See, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's behind me, over my shoulder. So I'm going to get some more AeroPods, mate. You'll have an order coming soon.
Awesome.
So
Thank
here
you.
we have the
Dom.
man whose fault it is that Let's Drone Out exists. Hello, Dom Robinson.
He's muted.
You always seem to blame it on me. Tony, Brighton, you're right.
Yeah.
Is that Andrew behind the beard?
Yes.
Yeah, behind the beard.
It is Andrew behind the beard.
He's twitching in some hut somewhere. I think it's
the police
twitching,
were
isn't
right. We were training the fucking Taliban.
Right, that's this episode's crossed off.
Us demonetized.
300 and broken it on the right day. Evening.
No. You can swear, but only not in the first few minutes of the video. After that, it's okay.
Then they stop watching, then it's fine.
It's fine.
Oh, okay.
I'll have a word with them if it goes wrong. How's it going? 300 editions. Amazing.
I know. Well, I phoned you up and told you, and you like almost spat your coffee out and was like, "You what?"
Yeah, you're just making me feel old. That's bonkers. What a crowd! You've got Dom in. Hello, sir. I saw on your Facebook. You have no idea who I am, but I saw on your Facebook that you'd had a health scare, and I felt for you.
A bleeding brain.
I'm glad. It was leaking. I'm glad you're on here talking about pull requests because that's a language I can follow. That's all good. I have no idea about the medical stuff, but I hope you're all right.
No, me neither. Me neither. It's like they bring it out, and of course it's all in Spanish, so then they need a translator as well from Spanish into English. And then getting the gravity of the situation when you don't understand the language and they're talking about really serious things with your brain is quite tricky, shall we say? Yeah. So it was quite close at one point, apparently.
Probably just learning Spanish at a rate of knots probably helped recovery.
Yes, my Spanish got much better
focusing
in hospital. The one thing I learned from the patient that was next to me is the phrase, and he was about like 80 something years old, enfermera, he would shout, which means nurse. And he would go, "Mi cama es muerto," which means my bed is dead.
Peter, please put that at the beginning of the podcast. Thank you.
So that's
me
what I learned.
to our editor.
Your bed is what? Dead?
Dead. My bed is dead. It means he soiled it.
Oh no.
Well, to be fair, it's been that's kind of chat's been brought up on this podcast a lot.
Yeah.
So what's that? 6 years? 6 years then, boys? You're still talking to each other?
Is it 6 years?
Thanks, Robin.
Is it six?
That makes sense. Yeah.
6 years.
Is it 6 years? I thought it was 5. Right, I'm quitting 6 years. I said from the start, I'm only doing 6 years.
Well, last year was kind of like last year was a bit telescoped, wasn't it? It's been 2019 for about 25 months now, so
yes.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a mad one. Curry, you're doing you've got some simulator thing going off. I've been following as well. That looks bonkers.
Yeah, and it might actually run on your PC.
It's possible. It runs on bad PCs. Is the idea, and soon good phones.
I haven't got a bad PC. I've got a fair few reasonable machines here.
Run on yours, all right then.
Camera switcher and everything. Check you out. Professional.
Well, only the best of the Thursday night show.
Of course.
It's too professional for us, Jack. We
No, it's all done off.
Well, that's why we don't let him on too much. Yeah.
Nobody lets me on anymore because I'm still fucking 720p. I love 720p.
Well, that's what I am as well.
Yeah.
It works on this because we've got everyone in 720p, so it just means less bits to try and squeeze through the pipes.
All the other lot don't let me on anymore because they're on fucking. Sorry, I'm swearing again. They're on 16K 44444. You know, UHD, God knows what. I can't be bothered.
Yeah, we don't do that.
We do have.
My eyes don't do it.
Pretty much everyone here is just about still used to, you know, having analog PAL signals breaking up, and suddenly seeing someone's crotch in. Through the noise, so you know
the good old days.
Yeah,
I know. Until someone invented the VGX switching, added it to an F.
So has the video got better since I was last at a mini air show? Then it was all still
120 lines, baby.
Really?
Yeah.
How often? Once a minute? It's like flying around a disco and a strobe light. No, how's the latency on the FPV stuff going these days and the quality? Has it gone digital? Is it multi-channel? Can you do 32 races at an event? All doing 1080p?
No to all of the above.
No, it went digital.
There's still
there is some digital. We have got
the
digital.
allocated spectrum, and that's not going to change anytime soon.
No. But it is digital, Dom. If you come back now and was to fly digital, you'd absolutely love it.
True.
Yeah, the latency's usable.
Yep.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Even more than usable.
It's incredible.
And how many channels can you run in one space?
One.
Depends on the
so mini air show would take about 4 days and involve a lot of
stuff.
Oh, you just did a lap in 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh. So is that what's happening? What's happening with racing? Is anyone racing?
Yeah, everybody's racing.
There is a lot of racing going on,
but done on old analog FPV.
Yeah, I think they were looking to try and test out and try and work in the DJI HD FPV stuff last year, but obviously that didn't happen. So I think there's some local clubs where if they're just doing it kind of friendly races, then they're working that one out and they're managing to get some DJI HD pilots flying with some analog pilots. Winter Blue in the chat, I'm sure, would say that's all perfectly easily doable because he's very keen on saying so because he flies DJI and wants to race with people. But yeah, the kind of national level championship type stuff, that hasn't accepted it yet, as far as I can tell. But it's something I think they'll probably work on as soon as everyone's got their first few races out of the system. So
it does seem to have caused a slight divide, doesn't it? Those that DJI and those that don't. It's kind of aging myself. Spectrum versus Commodore 64, except instead of saying mine's better than yours, you're just calling them snobs because they're rich and can afford it.
I had a Commodore 64.
I went from Spectrum to Amiga directly. Never owned a Commodore 64.
I was Spectrum as well. I've got the best of both worlds. I fly DJI and analog, so I counted my quads about 2 weeks ago. I got all my quads and put them in my front room, and I think I counted it was 31 in all.
You need help.
That's more than I've got, and I've got.
It's quite a few. That's what, 6 years of flying? I always say 6 years. It probably goes up. It's probably 7 years actually.
Yeah, I think 6 years does increase every year or so.
Yeah, I know, but yeah. So probably 7 years of flying, but it's like a toolbox. They all do different jobs. So you've got to have.
Hang on the wall.
Made me think.
No, the X-Class hangs on the wall because it's so big.
First mini air show was more than 6 years ago, Tony.
Was it?
Yep.
Was it really?
Look, that just prompted me to go to my wall and unblue tack this off my wall. Remember that?
Yep, remember that from the second mini air show, 2016.
Shut up!
Oh my god, I've been doing this from. Oh my god!
Wow, we've been doing this.
I'm 2015. Oh my god!
Jeez.
You who poor?
Yeah, I got the glue. I got the glue.
Oh, you got
so you can glue your wings back together now.
Yes, I haven't done it yet. I nearly did it the other day, but I had some work to do, so I didn't. But I nearly did it. But I also need to fix the I don't know what you call them, the things that the push rod's attached to that mount on the wings.
Horns.
Horns.
No, not the horns. The other end.
Winglets.
Clevises.
Yeah, that one. What Jack said. Those. They're made of wood, and two of those are broken. So I've got to fix those as well.
Loving the hoodie, Dom. Nicely modelled, then.
There you go. Yeah. It's actually probably my only other item of clothing other than
cool.
Other than this jacket. So yeah, I wait. That's what I have to do. You have to start things off.
Yes,
and
Lesnar out during the day, Batman during the night.
Exactly. They start things off and hope they post you some branded merchandise, and then you have clothes. It's awesome. It's a very long way around getting clothes.
You've also kicked off asking about FPV and how things have moved on. You have kicked off something in the chat, I think, between we do have Winter Blue and Robin. They're always on the Discord. Winter Blue is very pro DJI. Robin is very anti DJI. You kicked off that debate again in the comments.
Okay, but look, tell me what the difference is, guys. Tell me what the difference, because I've been out the picture and I got into this whole drone thing because I'm interested in video transmission and took an interest. It's an interesting contribution technology. I work with distribution, so it's always useful to keep up with you guys and understand what's going on in detail. But when I was last here, it was taking small step changes and multiplexing more than 4 channels in a small amount of allocated bandwidth was impossible. And then it was starting to become possible with, what was it, Comrex? Was it?
Connex.
No,
Connex. That's it. And that was about the point when I just got absolutely sick of the regulatory space and all the hidden value stuff.
Connex is dead.
Connex is dead, is it?
Yeah. Connex. Yep.
Oh yeah, here it is.
It did die.
Painless, did you
Check
get
it out, brand new in the box.
Never opened and never will be opened.
Well, I'll just throw another thing in there just to say OpenHD as well. You just put your Pi on there and you attach your camera to it, and then you do a bunch of Linux stuff, and then you get this dedicated Wi-Fi card, and then you make a base station,
and it's so
and then you do a bit more programming, and it
connect,
sort of works.
And then
so simple and easy.
And what are you doing with that car?
Driving it about.
Wait, is it FPV?
Yes, but with OpenHD.
Is it front or rear wheel drive?
Rear wheel.
What's the
Can you do burnouts?
It depends on what I'm on, I suppose. Yeah, maybe.
Have you got front brakes to hold it in place while you do a burnout?
No, it's not that. This is my car
Fit front brake.
About 15 years ago.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so it's not. The main thing was trying to get a Pi Zero mounted to a Pantelt thing, which has been managed. And
but OpenHD does not recommend usage of
If you can't
Pi
do a
Zero.
burnout, I don't want to know.
I could, well, no, not properly. What I could do is put my foot on it and put the throttle on full and see what happens.
No. No.
What's the lag? What's the lag in the controlling there? If it's HD
About
with a pi,
120 milliseconds.
Quite a lot.
Quite big.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, but this is the Open HD. DJI
Yeah.
states that they have something 30-something milliseconds.
Yeah, they say that.
And this is what you see in the goggles. They say 35 milliseconds, but is it really 35 milliseconds? Perhaps, yeah, why not? No, but the truth to be told, it's if you
fast
are not
enough.
really
As long as
an
it's good enough. For...
pilot, then you really don't feel any difference. You really have to be like 20 years old super robot that is winning races to feel any latency difference between
I'd say
analog
15,
and DJI
15-year-old. 20, you're too old. You're past it.
Yeah, you're too old at 20. Yes, definitely.
Well, you're going to be starting to use uncompressed frames down there, so it's going to be in. You should really be counting it in numbers of frames of video. Would be a better count than milliseconds. But
Shark Bite sends without compression, and the quality sucks.
Right,
because they have to really cut on the quality, and as the result, it's just worse.
But there's kind of bit rate settings for the DJI. So, Tony, what do you fly now? 25 or 50 megabits?
50.
50.
Okay.
Always 50.
And what
frequency rate? With any friends?
I haven't got any friends, so I'm fine with flying on 50.
Is that on 5.4 or 2.7, or is that on its own?
5.8, I think.
5.8. Sorry,
5.8. No, this new drone from DJI, the FPV drone, is 2.4, but everything else is 0.8. If you're building yourself, it's 5.8.
5.8, but that cuts your range down quite a bit.
No, 13 kilometers, mate.
Still goes far.
Really? How many watts?
Yes.
How many watts are strapped to that?
1.2.
Is that legal?
No,
I don't think.
Inside the UK.
Okay.
No. The funny fact that it's limited not by the signal strength of this. It's limited not by the signal strength, but limited by the time of flight. There is just a timer for the repeat frame, and if it's just above the speed of light times 13.something kilometers, it just cuts you off hard. There is no degradation of the signal. Yeah, okay, it drops.
Fair enough.
Something with black screen, nothing.
Yeah, a couple of frames and you're out.
Tony will attest to that.
You don't even get you literally don't. It doesn't let you know at all. You just bonk. You're gone.
Yes,
that's it.
It's like
and it doesn't come back.
Same as a decked phone in the 1990s. If you're
you're gone and it won't come back. That's the bit I hate about it.
Good lord.
Because on analog you can start. Oh shit! I better turn around now. Or whatever.
And then you turn around and it gets worse because your antenna's facing it. Yeah. You're like, no, what have I done?
Why did I? I'm flying backwards. I fly
backwards first, then turn around.
Yeah.
In return to home, we trust.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, cool.
I really appreciate those stickers, and in fact, loved the irony many times. You know, when I forgot to bring the return to home jacket, the bright yellow jacket, I'm like, where the hell? What am I again?
Where am I?
There's no landmarks
on my orange jacket. It's brilliant. I'm telling you. I was out the other day. Like I said, I was wearing a bright orange T-shirt. You get up in the sky, turn around, and get there. I am. No problem. It's great.
Good way of doing it.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know whether Dom's been out to fly at all. I don't think you have you?
I occasionally take my little Mavic 2 out and poodle on a beach or on a moor somewhere, but I haven't flown my racer since you fixed it in 1922.
Yeah. Like get the old tubes out.
It's here. I haven't even looked at it. See if it's in there. It's probably not even in there. You probably sold it.
SPF or
I think you sold it. Oh God, it's not even the same color I remember it.
Fossil stuff.
Fossil, yeah. Wow.
Look at that, and there's definitely red hot motors. Just look at that. Look at those different colours.
How heavy is that thing?
Classic. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Light enough to fly?
Half as heavy as a bag of sugar, or heavier than a bag of sugar?
With a couple of 1920s batteries on it.
Bag of sugar.
But Jack put a driving lock on this. He won't let me use it.
No, ain't me.
I don't even know how to take it off.
Oh, Dom, you need to get out and fly, mate.
I do.
When I come down and see Brighton,
are these really out of date now? These are like someone's going to tell me what model they are. I don't even know what model they are.
Tony still flies
HD3 V2 Dominators.
Jesus, look, there's a cobweb. Sorry.
They're V2 Dominators. I still fly with them.
Yeah, he's got the white clip on it as well, so it's the foggy lens ones.
Yeah, I get the foggy lens ones and all that. You have to heat them up on your forehead before flying.
No, it's the glider I want to get going. It's my glider. I love my glider. I need to get that going.
What glider have you got?
That's a combat glider from what's his face in Horsham, just over the hill from me.
It's mainly made of tape.
It's made of car bumper. It's big bit of car bumper foam or something. Took me about a week to put it together. It was the first thing I built that flew, and it still flies. I love this thing. And it's designed to go and knock anything else out of the sky you can. Yeah, it is. I love it. But it's been.
Have you managed to fly yet? You can get out and fly yet, Blue Owl?
Was it the question to me?
Yep, that was a question to you. Have you been able to get out to fly yet?
Paying attention.
No, not yet. Not yet. Yeah, you got me here. Not yet. Still hoping, because I'm gonna get crazy soon if it just carries on like this. But
well, what's your excuse? What's your excuse, Blue Owl? Mine's been the weather.
I live in the city now, which...
Yeah, but you drove way out of the city. You sent us pictures.
You went camping.
You were not in the city.
That was that's true. That was a national park, though. That's my excuse.
Is that an excuse? That seems like a reason.
I'll get there.
It is in the States.
No. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I was thinking about it. You see, I just don't have anything low-tilt, and finding a high-tilt spot is a little bit more tricky. So
if you take a screwdriver and you loosen those screws, then you can put the camera down a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can, but then for the GoPro, it's not as easy. Okay, I don't have a valid excuse.
Excuses.
I'm gonna say it. I need to, all it takes is just to print a 3D mount that's low tilt.
Or just not fly a GoPro. Just
you could just
your own satisfaction.
Could do that, but then you're gonna be like, when are you gonna make a video? I'm still waiting.
You owe us a video.
So much pressure from your side.
Well, in the UK, May has been a complete washout. So I literally haven't flown all of May because it's just rained or been constantly windy. It's been absolutely awful.
May's the new April since
it must be
the year 2000. They moved it around.
I think you might be right, Don.
It's not April showers anymore; it's May showers now.
I went out Tuesday and
horrific.
I got rained off. I done one pack, and that was it.
See, it's like
I've flown a bit more this
for a
week.
day out for you, isn't it? One pack. Sometimes you get up to 4 if you go really crazy.
That's his new nickname, One Pack.
One Pack Jack. It does.
One Pack Jack. Oh, lovely.
That is a good nickname.
One pack more than you, Tony.
Oh, that's going to set in. That is.
To be fair.
How's it going? One pack. We'll all be saying next time we see him.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to stick.
What are the plans? We have 300 episodes behind us. Next 300 or conquer the world?
I reckon we should quit now. Everyone, we should just
kill Tony.
Quit.
Thank you, Numbskull.
No, Tony, no. Where's the negativity coming from, man? Stop.
What with Tony? It's always been there.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, we'll keep him then.
Thank you, Numbskull, again.
Will you ever fly with me? I don't know. Frank, have you got any plans for us? What do you want from us? You want more out of us, more effort, more enthusiasm.
Where are you, Frank? Frank, where are you, mate?
I'm
thought
at
it
a
was a
field
virtual
where
background, but a guy just walked past pulling a small cow
Thanks.
or something. What was it?
Yeah, a little trolley full of planes.
Oh, it was a trolley. I thought it was a cow. I thought.
I mean,
thought he was in a
there's a
herd
collection
hide.
of dogs around as well.
Go, Jack.
What world do you live in, Dom, where people just drag cows around by their hooves?
Hidden Valley's
More
over the road.
interesting
You know,
than
fair enough.
with cows, you know.
There. I thought he was. Well, we all thought he was. Is it twitching when you're bird watching?
It is twitching.
Twitcher.
I think you're twitching. You're a twitcher now, Frank.
The rest of us thought it was dogging, but that's something different, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is a flying field where I've been flying a Hurricane and the Radian, and I haven't actually flown any drones. I've just been flying planes all day.
What line of sight stuff?
Yeah. It's
Oh
good.
my god! You're gonna have to teach me how to do that.
Was it the type with a string on it that you just go around?
Like
in a circle?
barbarians.
There were some people doing that over there, but I didn't.
I could do that.
Did they have sandals on?
And
Yes.
socks, white socks
Yes.
up to their knees.
Yep. And,
You can do that
and
whole
the shorts,
string
yeah,
thing with all
of
your
this.
mates, can't you? Because no one gets any interference off anybody unless they get a bit physically close, and then they interfere a lot.
But when they're flying together, they're all standing at the same point and flying around each other, and they're just like it's like
They
a big
lean on
group
each
hug.
other. It's weird.
What?
Really?
You're gonna have to
They
video
actually do
that.
it together.
Yeah, and then they fly
I've
like
seen the
combat or
combat.
formation and stuff. It's
I haven't
crazy.
seen
What about the 2 meter rule?
Well, they're not doing that at the moment, but when they do that,
But look it up on YouTube. It's the most bizarre thing I've seen. It's like 6 grown men trying to slipstream each other, doing a really tight circle. It's just the weirdest thing.
Have we gone back to dogging again?
Yeah, what was I tuning into?
yeah.
How do I
Tony,
share a link?
I'm on blood pressure tablets here. Just
Sorry, Dom.
oh dear.
We need to get Andrew Cole's microphone.
He's got a really good mic when he's at home, but
Yeah.
he is out twitching.
I'm
so-
on location.
But yeah, for when you're on location in that exact shot, I'm going to send the link to Jack so he can work out how to share it to the feed. You need one of these.
You're on the same Facebook group with him, you dumb.
I just, yeah, I haven't been on Facebook much. Hold on. All right,
don't
fair
blame
enough.
you.
There you go.
Good
Got
choice.
this link.
I stopped with Facebook about September last year and feel much
I
better.
turned all my Facebook
Oh, it's
notifications
lovely,
about
isn't it?
2 years ago. And I've
Stopped
never
having an opinion on things I didn't actually have any validity to have an opinion on.
or even care about.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's what I was like. No, time to leave.
I just can't believe I've been doing this show like 300 episodes.
Wow.
Only.
Look at that.
I know. It's mad.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
How do you
Thanks
say
for
that
tuning in.
user's name?
I don't know.
Zenricop.
I'm going with Zenricop. I think that's quite good.
Zenricop.
From
the mountains
Blue
of-
Mountains in
Is it-
Virginia, I
Eki,
managed
Eki,
to
Eki,
catch the live
Zenricop.
anniversary episode. Thank you for joining in.
Yeah.
Zenricop.
Thank you very much. Greg, you got a new product out, haven't you? Do you want to talk about it quickly? Switchy.
New product.
Can we talk
yeah,
about Switchy yet?
Yeah, I'd say that was released. No, that was about a month ago, I think. But yeah, a little RC switch, guys. Just PWM control, switch things on and off. Extremely high voltage, extremely high current. It's as simple as that. But you can use it. What we're doing, we're diversifying Menace a little bit and designing various different products to go into other RC models. So not just drones now, but we're looking at planes, wings, cars, boats, tanks, all sorts of stuff. So I'm kind of really enjoying getting into designing stuff other than all the RF that I've been known for. So it's a real, I'm really enjoying it and coming out with all these cool little things. So you'll see lots of little products coming out from us, but they'll all be not what we're known for.
But you were lying to us earlier when you said you only made antennas. And you haven't been affected by this shortage of things. And now we're hearing about that he's making electronics things and he's ordering chips and stuff. God, not happy about this.
Oh, it's terrible, isn't it? I'm sorry.
Oh, Miss Creature just joined in the chat. Look.
No.
Let's just put a thing up on there. Look at that.
I always loved you weirdos.
Is it something Toyota?
Kind of a compliment in there somewhere.
I'll take that. We do love Miss Creature. She's been on a few times. I think she's been on her own and girls' night and stuff like that. So, hi. Hope you're all right over there. In where is she?
How's your oily bit?
Kanakistan, you say, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she's in. She's a Yank now.
I thought she moved back again. I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't keep up with people.
You sure they're not Jack's alter egos?
I hope not, because I had a good birthday from Jack.
No worries, thanks, Banger.
I got a card with a bear on it the other day, which was very nice.
Oh.
But it didn't say who it was. It didn't say who it was from. It just said "Get well soon, Dominic" on it. It was quite nice.
Was it really childish handwriting? Because it was probably
no. It was from a company called Moonpig, and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good card. But I've got no idea who it's from, so I can't thank you. So, okay.
Just let you know, I win the Miss Creature virtual stalking contest because I got it right. She's back in Canada. Unless Vancouver's now moved to the US.
That is Kanaki's
dark. That was a bit dark, Harry.
It's just casual stalking, nothing serious.
No, I saved the serious stuff for the other show.
He's a married man.
Where did I leave my phone, Harry?
Jesus.
If you want serious stalking, you have to talk to Frank. He can track anybody.
Oh my God, that
like
guy!
that is.
I drove home from London once, and he was taking pictures.
I did
the
get
van
pictures
I was
from
in.
CCTV of the van you were in. Yeah, I did do that.
Scary.
What the hell? I was literally scared. I was like, "Oh my God, you work for him."
There was a 9% chance that would work. I worked it out.
Well, it did.
Yeah.
You have too much time on your hands, Frank. You need to be doing a mini air show, dude. We need to keep you occupied. That's dangerous.
Well, there is something in the book, so I keep seeing a prop fest. Is it prop
fest? Yeah. So I've been speaking to Chris Atkin about this, who's one of the two guys who's kind of mainly heading this up, I think. So yeah, August next year up in Yorkshire, I'm gonna say. It sounds like it's going to be quite a big event. It's going to. I mean, they're working out exactly how many FPV flight lanes they can fit on there, but it sounds like they can get at least 3 into the venue without worrying about stomping on each other.
That's cool.
That's pretty good going. We struggled with 2 at Mini Air Show at Hidden Valley, so to get 3 would be a pretty big thing.
It's ambitious.
It's definitely ambitious. It's an ambitious event. Yeah, we've kind of offered to help out with the
I think they need your expertise.
Yeah, but well, the thing is, the two Atkin twins are both events people anyway, so they know what they're doing on that side of things.
Oh, okay. But what about the video side of things?
And the BDRA, the Racing Association, British Drone Racing Association, they are helping out with the FPV side of things, as is Greg, I believe.
Yes, I've offered. So yeah, getting involved.
Cool.
You'll be back in the UK by then, won't you, Greg?
I hope so. Yeah.
We hope so too. Thank you, Caroline, for your donation. Jack, can you light anything?
Yep, I can. Thank you so much.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
These fireworks, I take it, are 28 quid a go or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Every time someone donates 5, it bankrupts Jack that little bit more. So everyone donate and bankrupt Jack now.
Fatal flaw in 300 episodes.
We need the Patreon to just cover the cost of the fireworks. Yeah, that's how it works.
But you let Jack do the maths, right?
Fireworks we've lit. Blue Owl, have you got any fireworks? Can you light
I've got
one?
some matches. That's
Thanks,
it.
Caroline.
I've got some
Well,
old
is this wave of
batteries that I
lighter
can
moment?
stab.
This is like the festivals I used to go to years ago. Right, we've got to do a lighter as well.
I cannot light any. Oh no! Wait!
We need fire on the show, man. There you go.
Thanks, Dom, for your efforts. Jack's got.
You'll have to blow
money.
them all out at the same moment. If everyone can get a flame on, that's your birthday moment. Isn't
Jack
it?
is lighting stuff.
Come on, we need lights, everyone. Point on some fire.
Oh my god!
Happy birthday to you.
What can I do? I've put my torch on my phone.
That's what I done.
Oh no! Oh yeah, here we go. Look, I've got lights on the back of my monitor. They do this.
I was going to sing you a merry rendition of Happy Birthday there, operatically, but yeah.
It's blinging.
That's very 80s, 90s.
Frank's going to light fireworks now. Look, he's literally gone out to the field to light some fireworks.
Is he?
Just
Is that
kick
him
a
out
lighter
there?
really hard and see what happens.
I'm sure that's Frank out there going to light some big fireworks. That would be
How
cool
the hell
if he
do I
did that.
stop Google Chrome recommending me stuff from Reddit?
I don't know.
We don't know.
I do not know. Where has Frank gone?
Can you zoom into his window? Can you zoom into his window?
Yeah, hang on.
Mate,
can you see that?
We can solo. Yes.
Here we go.
It depends. If
Is
it's
that
him holding
lit up
it, yes,
enough?
we can.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can see.
Yes.
it.
Yeah,
I don't have any
It's
fire,
blue
but I have a
LED.
glowing plane. Does that count?
Yeah.
Only if you fly it live now.
Fly it and then land it in the window. That's the challenge.
No, I'll bring the camera out, and then I'll try. I'll give that a go.
Okay, it's going to be live. You're going to fly us
utter tit
out.
of myself live on air.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
flying.
the only way with Electro now.
There's some guy from the
this is the
BMFA
way.
looking at you there
This is
in the background.
This is not a cert.
That is
It's not
proper
been
lit up,
approved
isn't
by
it?
any regulatory bodies.
Yeah. There's a bloke who read the Mail once in the background who knows all about regulations. He's going to tell you off.
Yep, absolutely.
They'll have you. They'll have you.
Could actually be breaking the rules, but it's fine.
Is there anyone to hold the camera for you?
Aren't rules there to be broken?
You've got a
anyway?
beard. You've got a beard. You can shave it off. Change your identity in seconds. I reckon if you shaved your hair off, you'd look like Tony.
Lucky fella.
That's why he grows so much hair to get away from looking like you.
Oh, shut up, Wombat.
Oh. Right.
Did you
Where are
say
you
shut up
actually-
one pack then, Tony?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it trending. One pack.
Hopefully.
You won't.
One pack Jack, I like
One
it.
pack
It,
Jack.
it goes really well.
Last week it was 4 packs.
Hopefully you
Well,
can
it's
just
one
about
pack
see.
now. We can see you.
Yeah,
I should
It
probably...
doesn't matter if you crash it
glasses.
live on LDO.
live
No,
flying,
I'm
but
thinking-
try and crash in
Good
the
for us.
frame of the camera. That would be
Yeah.
good.
Try to keep it.
That would
With
be...
Tony,
flames.
do you remember-
Flames would be good.
Do you remember that sunset
Not-
from the Nationals? That was amazing.
Yes.
Not entirely sure where the frame of the camera is, so I'll try and work that one out.
Yep, there you are.
We can say up a
okay.
bit lower, and all that.
We are streaming Frank's app. Is this against new guidelines? Is this TOS friendly?
There's a special OnlyFans footage of Frank's behind.
What?
I think it's a fake. He just turned the sky up.
Remember, Frank, take your time and fly within your means and
That
capabilities.
All I can say is keep it up for more than 5 seconds.
Yeah, Tony's heard that a lot.
Okay, he's taking off the canopy.
Before I do this, I will check that I actually put the charged battery in this, because that would be more embarrassing.
It's probably not a bad.
Oh, that would be LDO. Come on.
It would be LDO.
No telemetry on it.
No.
Hello, little 'un.
Okay.
This is not.
I don't want to shame Frank, but he had a little. It was hard enough trying to bind the thing.
Come.
Yeah, that's not the charged battery.
Bless him.
Can we all, when we do hashtags, can we all hashtag 1pack Jack, please, when we're Instagramming? Thank you. Hello, little. You're all hot and
Fraser.
sweaty.
Thank you, Fraser. Fraser's donated a whole 10.
Get on with it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fraser.
I'm suspicious that Frank's getting a stunt pilot while he's off camera.
Oh, there's someone appearing, but other than that, I'm currently alone out
You
the
have to
field.
hold the
quick before they come and tell you off.
Yeah, exactly.
Fly then ask for
you're having
forgiveness.
fun.
Just to trigger Tony. Tony, am I seeing chemtrails there in the sky?
Yes, on the right hand side.
Yeah, for sure.
Look how flat it is. From this focal
my
length,
kind of
you see a
landscape.
curve.
I like the mountains.
I'm sure it's a virtual background in Andrew's bedroom.
Thank you, Fraser.
Oh, no, don't fly yet, Frank.
No,
we've lit
Don't fly
fireworks.
yet?
No,
okay.
there's fireworks going off. Thank you.
Thanks, Fraser.
There's a prop
Please
going
send
the
me
right
photos
way.
of cats. Your cats. Your beautiful boy.
Yeah, to 1pack. That's hashtag 1pack Jack.
There we go. We're back on you now, Frank.
Right, we're on you. No, hold on.
Zoom on.
That's it. Right, make it big.
Stop it.
One person do the button. There we go.
Right.
Okay, that's it. Go.
Go, Frank.
Well,
it's your moment to shine.
Let's have a go.
This is your moment.
This is procrastination.
No.
I hope everybody felt that was worth the wait.
That was anticlimactic.
Has he done this before?
He has, yeah, totally. You can tell, can't you?
Oh dear, that was it. Someone's telling him off.
Here comes someone to rate his throw.
Oh no, Frank's
He's gonna
getting
help
topped
her.
off live on YouTube.
Go. Come on,
Yes,
Frank.
Frank's
Just
having
keep it up
to
for
get
at
help
least
to get it
5
up.
to 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Hey.
You're out of
Oi,
frame.
mate, pick up the
Go
camera.
Left a bit.
Pick
Yay! Right
Get out of the shot. Pick up the camera.
Get that guy out of the way.
Get him to pick up the
Right
camera.
at him. Right at him.
Try and grab
right
my
at him.
phone.
No.
It's behind you.
Yay!
Put the weed
Hello.
down, mate.
Wave at him, everyone.
On the floor by the chair.
Hello, mate.
Oh, mate, you've left your phone there. He's going to nick your phone. He's going to
Yeah, I
nick
know.
your phone
Nick
live
it.
on air.
Oh no!
Hey, hello, mate.
Hey,
How you
we-
doing?
All right.
No, the other way.
No.
Now film the plane.
Yeah.
Look at the plane.
Just kind of. Yeah.
This is so LDO.
This has taken on turn of events. I have to say.
He's
The car
filming
park.
himself, Frank.
Other side.
I don't know where the switch is to turn it around.
Other way.
Just turn it around.
This is so
Or just turn it round and point it in the other direction.
Yeah.
Point
Hey!
Oh, dear.
That tech support while flying a plane. That's pretty good.
Wow!
Oh,
That's
yes.
nice. That's a good
Oh,
shot.
it's so majestic.
Oh, well done, Frank. That's really nice. It's lit up. It's
Oh.
nearly dark. There's
Muy
no
bien,
wind.
muy
Yeah,
bien.
that's
Oh,
brilliant.
Qué bonito.
Frank. Can
Well
we get a
done for
loop
your
out
effort.
here? Or is that too much?
Can you get a what? Oh, Luke.
A loop. Yeah.
Oh, don't push him.
All right. A roll.
A prop hang.
Oh.
Hey!
Skills,
Well done, mate.
skills, Frank.
Oh,
I was expecting
Frank.
you to skywrite 300 there,
Calm.
dude.
Oh, yeah.
Can you do a loop with a roll at the top?
No, come on,
No.
mate. Let's go.
Yeah.
Jack, I think you
Yep.
should see us all out while Frank's
No worries.
flying.
Well, hang on. Let's get Frank to bring it in and land. And
well, I think it'd be better at seeing us off while he's still
see it
flying.
out flying.
Okay,
You're in the air
ladies and
after 300
gentlemen,
episodes.
I personally should be going now, so thank you
Nice.
very much for having me on this
Been a
special
pleasure, my
episode
friend.
with so many people. 9 people over here, that's more than usually. So thanks a lot, and let's see you around at the 400, because why not?
Yeah, for sure.
It's only like 2 years until 400,
Yes,
so
2 years then.
it's only like a moment. So, bye.
No worries. Thanks,
See you
buddy.
later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Cheerio.
You've been listening to Let's Drone Out, and you've been joined by My Little Tony,
Bonjour.
everyone's favourite co-kitten,
Goodbye.
Dominic Clifton, Mr. Cleanflight,
Hasta luego.
the wonderful, fantastic Blue Owl who hasn't flown,
Bye bye.
the pilot.
Is she a flightless owl? Sorry, that was.
Yeah. By the
Yeah.
way,
Yes.
look what I got.
Oh, you got your stickers.
I got some stickers from Blue Owl.
Hey.
Sweetie, she drew me, and Robin FPD sent me a little care package, and Win as well sent me some of those light up props
Lovely.
as well. Yeah,
Ooh.
so thank you guys, thank you so much. It's really cheered me up. We've also been joined by Greg from Menace RC.
Cheerio.
And the reason why Let's Drone Out
LDO
exists,
started.
Don
Yeah.
Robinson, D1.
Hasta la próxima.
Oh, you're Dean 2, aren't you? You're D2.
choose your number.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Let's get back to Frank. I don't look at my face. I want to look at
Yeah,
Frank's
no
phone.
worries. And I've
Come
been
on.
bright inside by. Thank you so
No,
much.
you haven't. You've been
It
one
is-
pack.
One pack Jack.
Made it is like made my it's touched my heart, the fact that we've made it to 300. Thank you guys for all being here and supporting, and thank our Patreons for keeping the show going and live on YouTube, and thanks for everyone who showed up in the chat. I've been
Oh,
bright inside
God,
by.
what was
Have a
that?
good night.
Well, that was.
Jesus.
Should we
I got the
stay on
clap
for
from
Frank,
that clap.
or
So let's go.
all right? Have a good night, guys.
Thanks, Frank.
300's enough. I'm out of here. He says.
Bye.
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 Look at that. Whee!
Thanks, guys.